Thank you everybody for joining us on another episode of Potato Lounge with your host Logan and
Corey.
Alright, we are playing Defense Grid 2, a tower defense kind of strategic game, I would say. Corey, you played...
Yeah, just normal tower defense game.
You played more of this than I have. It's reminiscent of the Warcraft 3 tower defense?
Not at all.
Damn it. Well, that was
much better graphics.
Oh, suck up. Oh, kiss my ass. We live in a classic world.
Oh, God. I have made a horrible, horrible decision. All right, wait.
Playing this map or PUD?
This map is just all kinds of weird.
All kinds of thick, yep. Godzilla 2 loses director Gareth Edwards, who directed Godzilla and Monsters. He left in pursuit of smaller projects, such as, I think he was helping out with producing Star Wars Rogue One, and a few other smaller projects. What do you think about them losing a director for a movie that we're somewhat interested in, but might not be as attuned for?
I don't really care. I thought that...
The first one sucked?
I thought the first one was pretty disappointing. I wouldn't say it sucked, but it was pretty disappointing.
Not enough,
Not enough Bryan Cranston, not enough
Godzilla.
Not enough Godzilla at all.
Yeah. Well, there's a new movie coming out.
Goddamn.
There's Godzilla 2 and there's another Godzilla coming out. But this the newer Godzilla that's coming out is full Japanese too.
Is it?
Yeah. From what I've seen, it's
full Japanese.
Well, I don't know. Is that what that's Japanese, right? Yeah. Okay.
Close it all.
You made me question my.
Is it really full Godzilla though?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. I've only seen screenshots of their poster. It looks decent, but. Agent Carter canceled by ABC. There will be no third season. The reason? Less viewers than the first. The first season had about 3 million viewers, as the second season went down to 1.2 million, and after that they said, you know what, you've lost more than half your viewer base. We're cutting it down to, you're not getting a third season at all. And did you ever watch Agent Carter at all?
I did not. I meant to, but I just never got to it.
Do you think having backstory to someone who was in a film for 20 minutes is a good decision by Marvel to do?
I mean, it's like hold on, I gotta roast these bastards. I thought she had a pretty interesting character, but
her role was decent, yeah.
The problem was that a lot of people didn't really
understand her.
Yeah. Or they didn't care.
Well, there's always those people who are hardcore Marvel fans and will watch anything Marvel. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for example.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s trash.
Yeah, I watched the first 4 episodes and I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this.
It's about people that we couldn't give less than a fuck about.
And those are the true words by someone who watches Marvel movies all the time.
I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, cool. This guy is boring as fuck.
They brought Agent Coulson back.
What is this? Relatively slow. Oh, okay.
They brought Agent Coulson back.
Which was fucking stupid because he died. He should have died. Well, he was dead.
They needed that. They needed that Marauder right there for you.
He's fucking dead.
Let's go into another one. Microsoft discontinued support for Project Spark. Also, people who made it, Team Dakota, also discontinued Spark.
Oh God, I lost a core. Fuck.
Did you just lose?
I lost 3 cores.
Jesus. Man.
God damn, I lost 4 cores. Shit.
What are you doing?
I've never been this bad at this game, I swear.
What is the orange?
This map is terrible.
I'm assuming the orange means bad, very bad.
That just means they're they have to grab them and then they bring them back to their base. So I'm not doing too hot right now.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we'll continue on. The online services will no longer be available for existing users after August 12th, at which point players won't be able to upload or download. The reason why Microsoft and Team Dakota are discontinuing Project Spark, for instance, it was a start for Xbox One to kind of get people's fan bases up, for people to buy the Xbox One to be interested in making their own world and creations. Now, understandable, some things would go wrong. You've lost a lot of cores.
I know. I'm doing absolute ass right now. This is bad.
Yeah. The reason why was because a lot of feedback from them they weren't getting a lot of people to use their games. It would kind of turn into a iffy, topic of discussion where people would be like, "Oh, let's do this," but then after a while, people would get bored of it. But I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. If you guys know anything as to why Project Spark might have been canceled, except for them, not having enough people using it, go ahead and give us a little down low as to why they might have canceled it. The original director of Space Jam 2 says it's quote-unquote doomed. Joe Piketa, who was the director of Space Jam back in 1996, doesn't think it's a good idea. They're trying to get Justin Lee to the Star Trek director Justin Lin to direct. He did Fast and Furious 6 and Fast 5, 2013-2011. And this is what Joe Paita said. He says, "When we did Space Jam, there was a perfect storm of players and ex-players available, calling to attention the fact that James has arguably already been surpassed in the NBA by Golden State Warrior star Steph Curry. And the sequel won't even be out for a few years." Now, when we were born in 1995 and 1996. The movie came out in 1998 or 1996. We watched the movie a few times.
Just a few.
And we were kind of fans of it back in the day. We liked it was a very distinct animation style, and Michael Jordan was in it too.
Right, of course. It
was a decent film. Why do you think that they're making a bad or good decision based off having LeBron James or Steph Curry? You're a basketball person sometimes. Do you think they're making a good decision or not?
I mean, it really depends on your point of view. If you really think that James is past his prime, then yeah, you're gonna think, oh yeah, you're making a terrible decision. But if you're a big LeBron James fan, then I think. You
think Steph Curry would probably be a better choice?
I don't know. It's possible that some people think that he would be a better choice, but it's all pretty subjective in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Do you think it's quote unquote doomed as the?
I don't think it's doomed. I think nostalgia will carry it pretty far.
Yeah. Okay.
People have those nostalgia glasses.
Yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio has downplayed Kingpin for Spider-Man: Homecoming. "Quote unquote, he would love to appear in the film, but has not been approached to star in the film. Any rumors that have been brought up for Vincent have been revoked by him because he has already been introduced in the Daredevil universe and is already in prison. So him being in Spider-Man: Homecoming would be less than fortunate for him to be in there, unless he was just going to be in there for a cameo of some sort. But in my mind, he's in prison right now, and most likely will be in prison until Daredevil season 3 or until The Punisher comes out as a Netflix series. But that's also to be debated. But we'll figure that out later. How do you think Kingpin would be a nice villain to have in Spider-Man: Homecoming, or no?
I don't know. In the comics, Kingpin was was able to kind of keep up with Spider-Man, but I think the way they portrayed him in Daredevil, if he's able to kind of go toe-to-toe with Daredevil, I feel like Spider-Man would beat the fuck out of Daredevil.
Well, they're on the same side, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're on the same side, but, I mean, Spider-Man would fucking crush the shit out of Daredevil. Yeah. Whereas Daredevil's a little more like...
He's a little bit more... He fights for justice and...
Well, he's more of a street level guy.
Yeah, I don't know why I said
Spider-Man keep up with the best of them. So, I mean,
yeah. James Bond 25 is eyeing the first female director, Susan Beer. "Quote unquote, she is one of a handful of names. Quote, it would put Tom Hiddleston in favor to replace Daniel Craig. Now, personally, we talked about this before on a few other potato lounges. Tom Hiddleston is a decent choice.
I think so.
You think so too?
I think so.
He's a decent choice to replace Daniel Craig as James Bond.
I said this before. If he beefs up a little bit, he'll be perfect.
Yeah. I've also come out. Steve and I have also come out and said that Tom Hardy would be a great choice.
Oh my god! I would cream my pants if Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be a fantastic choice for James Bond, but more or less, I'm digging this aspect of the first director for James Bond 25. Now, honestly, from my point of view, there aren't a lot of female directors out there who are taking this stand because of people who don't see it as a good option for women to direct movies, which I don't personally agree with. But a while ago, J.J. Abrams came out and said that he is hands down in favor of women taking that stand to direct movies, to push that envelope to be better, to be to be a new position than people can never view them as, which I can honest to God get behind and I can agree with completely.
Yeah. I don't want people oh, we have to have female directors just because they're
because people are gonna
female directors.
Yeah.
I want female directors if they're good.
Yeah. You want someone who's had prior experience, who's been producing, who's been directing, writing.
God damn, I am doing ass right now.
That's fine, Corey.
I'm gonna lose this.
You are ass. It's okay. Thor Ragnarok might be a Planet Hulk mashup. Now we'll just report on this lightly. The plot is finding the ultimate weapon to stop Ragnarok and reset the universe. The film will definitely take some elements from the popular Planet Hulk comic book tale. No news as to what Thor Ragnarok has in stores for us, but that is also to be figured out for later times. Steven Spielberg has discovered the new Han Solo at a bat mitzvah, Corey. A bat mitzvah.
Oh, God.
He's Jewish, Corey.
I realize.
He's Jewish. I'm just kidding. Taron Egerton, the dude who played Kingsman star, dropped out of the candidate poll. From what he said, allegedly he dropped out for reasons as of he was busy with scheduling, or he just found the role too, demanding to be, come back for cameos, or to come back and continue on with more anthologies with, Chewbacca and, everything else they're doing with anthologies nowadays. But, I can see that being the case. Fear the Walking Dead star joins Wolverine 3. Elizabeth Rodriguez, who was in The Drop back in 2014, has joined the cast of Wolverine 3. No news as to what her role will be, but we will figure that out when more information is released. Natalie Portman won't be in Thor Ragnarok. 80 to 90% of the film apparently is set in the cosmos, with only a few scenes taking place on Earth, says the director. Now, personally, I think that's a kind of a good choice to kind of lower down on the amount of Earth, since there's been two Thor movies that have already been placed in on the subject of Earth. Having a Thor movie placed in the cosmos is probably one of their better decisions that they've probably done this year with the Thor, but we'll figure that out later.
Agreed.
Yeah, like Creed. Did you say like Creed?
I said agreed.
Oh, agreed. I think you said like Creed. I was like, space.
Oh, shit.
Ocean's 11 female cast remake. What do you think about that?
Stupid.
Stupid?
Stupid.
You think it's stupid with a
I think it's forced to be forced.
With a George Clooney thing?
It's forced to be forced.
George Clooney's backing this, actually, I believe. Allegedly, he's backing it. Do you think it's kind of like the Ghostbusters aspect of it?
I think Ghostbusters is going to bomb.
Yep.
I hope it does bomb.
Jennifer Lawrence is reportedly being considered for a role opposite of Sandra Bullock.
Hey, I didn't lose.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. A role opposite of Sandra Bullock is expected to begin shooting next fall, so somewhere probably around October, somewhere around there. Do you think them having two comedians, Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Lawrence, is a good or bad decision?
I mean, they're not solely comedians. They played in more serious roles. It's not like they're like, I don't know, who was that? Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Only do fucking comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's.
You think that this all-female cast remakes are being
I just don't think it has to be an all-female cast. I mean,
well, as we've talked about before, like for instance, they're getting Thor. What's the actor's name? They're getting him to do it. To come back.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans is Captain America.
Oh.
They're getting the dude who plays Thor to come in for the.
I can't even think of his name.
I don't know. I can't think of his name. Maybe we were just talking about it. But he's coming to do like the secretary for
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I know.
It's just ridiculous. But we'll skip on from it because it's a very heavy topic that let's just not get into it now. Captain America passes Deadpool to become the highest-grossing movie of 2016 at domestic box office.
Oh, I think I accidentally just replayed this. Shit. All right, let's get out of this.
Okay. Well, we'll just do something small for a bit.
Yeah.
What was it? Captain America passes Deadpool to become the highest-grossing movie of 2016 at the domestic box office. Deadpool, I think, earned $1.2 million, as Captain America, I believe, was on the high rise to earn $1.3 to $4 million, but it also was earning a lot of money in overseas. As I think Deadpool was actually more or less banned in overseas movie theaters because of its explicit content.
Yeah,
it happens. Sony confirms No Man's Sky delay. The launch dates are now August 9th in North America, August 10th in Europe, August 12th in the UK, and the reason why they're delaying No Man's Sky was the need for extra polish to bring the game into the creators' standards. Now, we've seen a lot of No Man's Sky pictures lately, and we're aware of how it all is. And we don't own PS4s. Are you excited, or at least do you show any interest in a No Man's Sky that will take billions of hours in a few years to complete or to fill out an entire universe. Do you show some sort of interest in that at all?
I mean, you know.
Do you think it's a little bit half-assed for them to kind of do that?
I think it's very ambitious, but I don't think it's very. I just don't think it's gonna work out too well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it turns out. No Man's Sky is it's kind of a thing where, if anybody hasn't heard about it, it's basically where you go from planet to planet in a ship, and you are in a first-person mode or third-person. I don't really know. And you go around a planet, and if you find something new that has been undiscovered, you can name it whatever you want. For instance, if you find a camel-looking thing, you can name it like asshole or asshat or something stupid like that. And I don't know if they allow explicit words or like that, but that's to be figured out for later times. But as of now, this game does shed a lot of interest to me because it's a world that you can explore for hours on end, and you don't have to compete with other people, where you can just have fun. I don't even know if you could create your own world, but you might be able to do that, and that would sound fun to me. But,
oh, that does sound fun.
But who knows? It might be like a Minecraft, Star Citizen kind of thing. But we'll figure that. We'll see how that turns out when it's released. But we'll have to see how it turns out, because I might actually get a PS4 by then. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Daniel Craig
Fucking traitor.
I'm sorry, I like my Xbox, but I also like my standalone PS4s.
Yeah, that's right.
Daniel Craig is joining the cast for director Steven Soderbergh's heist film called Logan Lucky. Soderbergh. S-O-D-E-R-B
Turtle alien
R-G-H-S. What? Turtle what?
It said they're bringing out their turtle type infantry, but I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. That's really weird.
Rather concerning, actually.
The Logan Lucky will also be starring Channing Tatum, Seth MacFarlane, Adam Driver, and Catherine
I'm gonna lose all this. Oh god.
Damn, man. You suck.
I just never seen this mission before. I'm just doing this on the fly.
James Bond producer has met with Jamie Bell about the Bond role also. Jamie Bell, if you guys don't know, also played The Thing in Fantastic Four in 2015, and also Snowpiercer back in 2013. Captain Marvel, Joss Whedon, won't be directing. He also directed Age of Ultron and The Avengers. He rather direct a Jessica Jonesy story. He's currently at works with the script though. Elizabeth Wood may direct instead. And back to what we were talking about before, a female director is something that is unprecedented and something that needs to be changed up a bit.
You said Wood.
Shut up. It's kind of something that needs to be, changed up a bit in terms of people figuring out what to do with their time. You just lost.
Shit!
You have no cores left. How are you still playing?
I lost.
Man.
Oh, shoot.
Wolverine, let's just run through these last two things. Wolverine 3, a group of criminal cyborgs called the Reavers.
Interesting.
Mirror's Edge is being adapted for a TV reboot by Endemol Shine Studios. New animated Garfield movie, a full animation.
Not like that.
Not a half-ass. Not an animation live. Not an animation live adaptation.
God, thank God.
Alcon Entertainment is to make the movie. The creator of the Garfield comics, creator Jim Davis, serves as executive producer. And cool. Disney is considering a live-action Little Mermaid movie. They are right now exploring possibilities as Chloe Martez might be starring as Ariel.
Interesting. Sounds
like a nice kind of aspect with Little Mermaid with live-action movies, as we were talking about before with the Peter Pans and whatnot. And the, Beauty and the Beast. But, I kind of, I don't know. I think Little Mermaid might be a little bit much for them to take on right now with the way that it will be shot all underwater or whatever, because it's going to be very complicated. It's going to be very complicated and a lot of green screen and things like that, where they're going to have them suspended by, wires and rafters and whatnot. But, that's something to be...
I think they'll do fine.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's right now. They're exploring possibilities.
Yeah.
Chloe Martez is already signed. I don't know if she's signed up, but she is apparently down to do the film. She's a bit shorter than Ariel in the movie. I'm assuming Ariel's like 5'9". Chloe Martez is like 4'8" or something like that. But
bad news.
She's that short.
Yeah, she's short, dude. She looks short.
She's not that. She's not freaking 5'8".
Yeah, she's short, but she's also a babe. So
Agreed.
I can legally say that now.
Why?
She was underage a while ago.
What?
She was like 17.
What?
She
Really?
was like, yeah, she's young, dude. She's been in a lot of movies, but man, is she young.
Guess so.
Yeah, but I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on another aspect of another talk of Potato Lounge with my failure of a counterpart, Corey.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, you suck at Defense Grid too.
Hey,
You made
I
it.
won one map. I'm about to lose this again.
Yeah, you will.
Shit.
But I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. If you guys could leave a like, if you guys know anything about any of the topics we talked about today, if you guys could leave a comment, and it would be great if you guys could subscribe so we can keep dishing these out for you week after week. We will. I'm stroking out Corey.
It's okay.
Shove a wall in my mouth.
It's alright. It's alright. We all have strokes.
Okay, let me take a deep breath. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be great. And we will see you guys on the next episode of Potato Lounge.
See you.
Thank you.
See you later.